Welcome back, guys, to another video. It's been a while since I posted an update or anything on my channel, but here it is. Here's another video, and today we're going to be upgrading my 3D printer. This is Solidoodle 4. Solidoodle company since went out of business when I purchased this printer right when it came out. So I've had it for quite a while, but the bushings are worn out and there's a lot of slop in the head, which I'll show you guys later. But this just arrived, and these are all the parts we're going to be installing. So let's go ahead and open these. So here, the motherboard in this printer is the printer board. I think it's a Rev F. I'm not totally sure on that, but I got a ramps kit. I'm not sure if I'm going to be throwing this in right away, but I do want to put this in. The ramps is an outdated board. It was designed back in 2012. Yes, I know, but it's the only really solid choice I could find at the moment. So we're going to be using it. I have it on my other machine, and if you get it set up good, it works fine. What else? And I got this, which is a SSR, a solid state relay. I got an upgraded heated bed, a silicon 220 watt heated bed, which should heat up a lot faster and be just better all around. But I don't want to have any chance of blowing the MOSFET on my ramps board, so I got a relay which will take care of that. So that's all for that. Like I said, this thing was running on all of bronze bushings and nylon bushings, so we're going to be upgrading everything to bearings. So right here, this is a PEI sheet. This is what you'll actually print on. I'm tired of using glass and hairspray and messing around with all that, so I got a piece of this. It also comes with a 3M adhesive, which I'm not sure if I'm going to use quite yet. I'm going to try it out just by clamping it to a glass bed. If I like it, I'll stick it permanently to the aluminum bed. So we got that. Should set this over here. Here we've got our LM8UU linear bearings, which are 8mm bearings. I couldn't find a really quality supplier that I could really trust, so I just bit the bullet and hoped for the best and got them off Amazon for a really good deal. Can open it. I can't remember what this is. Ah, yes. So, go along with the ramps board, I also got the large LCD screen because I want to be able to, I don't have to, my printer right now doesn't have a screen or anything, so I have to be tethered to the computer to use it. So I went ahead and got the large screen, which also has an SD card reader on it, so we don't have to always have a computer to run it. This, yeah, this is some Gt2 belt. I had upgraded most of the belts in my printer, but there was on the X-axis belt, I left it as stock. They don't use Gt2 belts, they use the SAE standard belt, which is equivalent of the Gt2 belt. So I figured while I'm at it, I might as well go ahead and upgrade that belt. It's totally fine, but I'm going to be changing everything else out, might as well change it out. Here we've got an inductive probe. I'm really anxious to have this because we can do auto bed leveling. I have to design a custom bracket after I get everything set up. I have to print out a custom bracket to mount it, but I really hope this works out. The other thing is I was gonna get the BL Touch sensor, which can sense any surface, not just metal, and it was $44, and it was a little weird to mount it, so I went ahead and got this. They're fairly cheap, and I'm hoping I can still make it work within my bed. I'm not sure if it'll work through glass, but which I'm using now, but I may end up just not using glass at all. And of course, these are our rods. Hopefully, the bearings slide really nice and smooth, and I hope I didn't get a defective one, otherwise I'll put my whole project on delay. But we're going to make sure, we're going to put everything together. I already have all the brackets printed out, so I'm going to make sure everything works smoothly before I transition it over to my printer. These are chrome plated hardened steel rods. Got 4 of them. Going to be replacing all of them in my printer because the other ones I just don't trust anymore and that they've been running on bushings now. But let's just open these bearings. Let's see what they feel like. So they do make a little bit of noise, but with some light oil, they should quiet down quite a bit. But they do move really freely. I mean, there's no resistance at all. So here are the carriages I printed. These are credits to Lossy, is his username on Thingiverse. These are the 2X carriages, and then these are the two 2X bearing holders. These are 2 Y bearing holders. This one also holds the X stepper motor. But these, I did print the original designs, but then I reprinted them in PLA using a remix. That's I can't think of his username, but he did a snap fit, and the bearings go in a lot tighter, but they snap in place and they're very tight. Which that feels, it does make a little noise, which I think I can quiet down with a little bit of oil, but it runs very, very smoothly, and the bearings have absolutely no play in there whatsoever. So that's a really cool. I was worried about the tolerances of my printer being off, and then the bearings wouldn't fit, so I wasn't quite sure how these were going to work, but I really like the feel of them and how they snap in there. Let's go ahead and do the other one here. Again, that slides very smooth. Hopefully I can quiet that down because that's really annoying. That is really good though. Those snap in very nice as well. Great tolerances. Alright, well, we got our carriages all together. I'm trying to think. I think there's one other piece I need, which I'll grab. Here we go. This piece is actually ABS. I printed these other ones out of PLA, like I said before. I might end up printing this piece out of PLA, but I don't think I will because it's fairly close to extruder, and I didn't want to use PLA near any high temperature parts, so I think I'll just let it as is. But the reason I used PLA was because of its very good tolerances. So those won't mount like that. These will mount at each end like that. So this will be your X carriage. These will be your Y carriage. So let's transition all this down to the printer.